All right. I'll wait for a few people to come in here and then we will move on with the live stream. All right, welcome. If you guys have any questions, feel free to pop it in the live chat. Please excuse the mess in this area. We are rearranging the studio. But I'm very excited to announce that Script Summit 2025 is now live and open. So you can now submit exclusively on Coverfly. And we've got some pretty exciting prizes that I wanted to go over as well. So if you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask. And I'm also happy to do a screenwriting Q&A with you guys too, because I haven't done one in a while. But let's go over some of the prizes. So we've got Inktip coming back, and they're going to provide pro memberships. We've got Writer Duet software now on board. They're going to be providing screenwriting software as well, which is something I love. I use Writer Duet myself. And you'll get a pro membership with the Successful Screenwriter website, where on my website we have all kinds of courses, screenwriting courses you can take live, and special videos that are not available on the podcast that you can download, which are extended interviews with what we call a character database, like FBI agents, CIA agents. These are real life people, hackers, that I did special interviews with just for you guys to be able to watch and absorb who they are for your screenplays. And what are really cool is our big prize is industry exposure. So we are bringing on producers from Hollywood, directors from Hollywood, that the winners will have their scripts sent to, and these producers will read the scripts, give feedback, and hopefully get that relationship going, get the relationship building. So industry exposure, I'm very excited about, and I'm going to be adding to that list. I've already got a few producers on there right now who have been in some pretty big movies, and I'm going to be adding to it throughout the year, bringing in more people that I can send our winners to. I'm very excited about that. If you guys have any questions, you guys let me know. One thing I'm doing, which is really cool, if you submit to the Script Summit contest, we do something what's called In the Spotlight. And this is part of my commitment to you guys of helping you with industry exposure, which is why I've been doing this in the first place. So we will spotlight you with your very own post about your project, and then we will post it on the website. And no other contest does this, but the really cool thing about this has led to people getting work. This has led to people getting agents. This has led to people meeting producers because they read their article, they read the blog post about them, and it starts that dialogue. It's that communication going. I've had writers that said, I didn't even place in Script Summit, but I met a producer through the In the Spotlight and I got work. So take advantage of it. If you submit to the Script Summit 2025, email us or respond to the email that I send out to you. Thank you for submitting, and we will get you spotlighted. We will get you featured. All right. So I do have a question. How much is it to enter the contest? That's a great question. So for short scripts, it's $45. For features and TV pilots, it's $50. We also have feedback options where you can actually get feedback from the judges if you're interested in doing that as well. For shorts, it's $105. For feature and TV pilots, it's $115. And I've had a lot of positive feedback from people that have gotten the feedback. I've had a lot of positive notes from people that got the feedback. They're really happy with our readers because we use professional readers. I do not do the reading. A lot of times people thank me for their win. Like, I don't do any of the reading. I stay separated from this on purpose. I have a buffer of professional readers so that no one can accuse me of favoritism or kind of anything like that. So I stay separated. I'm just happy to run this thing and create opportunity for you guys. What else did I want to tell you? Yeah. So the other thing I want to say with the In the Spotlight, if you are already a member of the Successful Screenwriter website, if you're a pro member, you get a free submission to Script Summit. Absolutely free. We send you a link just for you. You can upload your script into Script Summit and you're part of the competition. So just know that if you've been going on the Successful Screenwriter site, you like what we have to offer, you like all of the different resources we have from our, our Hollywood Emmy nominated screenplays that we host on there for you to read, to our courses and all of that, then let me know, and you will get that link for free to submit to the contest. It's just one of the things that I say thank you for being a member, because really your membership supports the show. Like without your memberships, I can't really run the show. So it pays for everything. So, and I do appreciate that. On top of that, I have something in the works for the Successful Screenwriter show or podcast website that is going to blow your mind. So if you're a pro member, probably within the next month, I will be dropping something huge for the Successful Screenwriter website. It's going to change the way you write screenplays. I'm so excited about it. Let me go over here and see if there's any questions real quick. All right. If anybody has any questions, feel free to ask. Let's go over deadlines. So right now we are in our regular deadline, and that deadline will be May 1st. Okay. The next deadline will be our late deadline. That will be June 1st. And our last minute final deadline is June 15th. So if you want to submit to the festival, or you've been thinking about submitting to the festival, now is the time, because this is the cheapest rate. Take advantage of it. The longer we get in the contest, the more expensive it gets, because the readers have less time to read. Let's see if there's anything else. We do have a 120-page limit on features. Okay, so if it's 121 pages, don't submit it. We won't take it. We'll kick it back because it won't win. 120-page max, that includes the title page. This, and I'm very proud of this, this is a blind contest, which means when you submit your contest, the information of the person who wrote it is removed, so that their judges go in blind. They don't know who they're judging, thus no favoritism. Gives you, a fair shot. And we've had A-listers submit to our festival before, like big Hollywood names have submitted to our festival, to our contest in competition, and their names were removed, and they were judged just like everybody else, and they lost. And there are some of our writers out there who say, well, I beat so-and-so at Script Summit. I'm actually quite proud of that. John Waring 5, great competition, got finalists last year. Can't wait to enter again. Well, thank you. Appreciate the comments and excited for you for getting finalists. And I hope you go as far as you can this year. Let's see, anybody else? We've already had a bunch of people submitting them. People have been waiting for Script Summit 2025. Let's see. The finalists and winners will be announced August 11th, 2025. So just keep that in your back of your mind. We do announce quarterfinalists and semifinalists as well throughout the year. One of the cool things I love, one of my favorite prizes, is the fact that we bring winners on to the show, to the podcast, to pitch their script. So you get to come on the show, you get to pitch your script in your own episode, and this goes out across the world. So you never know who's listening, who hears your pitch and goes, let me talk to this guy. And then we'll make sure that you have some kind of social media info on there so that you can be contacted. I mean, it's just all about Script Summit is all about exposure for you guys. Let's see. I don't think I'm missing anything. I feel like I kind of rushed through this. See if there's anything in the chat here. Does anybody have any questions on screenwriting in general? Okay. Well, I am very thankful for our producers who are coming on to be part of our grand prize. We've got Alexandra Esso, Alexis Iacano, who's both of their credits are absolutely incredible, and we're so lucky to have them on. I'm so excited for the end of the contest to be able to send winners their way and to get their thoughts on the projects as well. Let's see. I'm not seeing any other. What is the deadline? Yeah, sure. I'm happy to give you the deadline. 1 second. We've got 3 deadlines. I lost my space. No. I don't have this stuff memorized, guys. I'm sorry. Regular deadline is May 1st, late deadline is June 1st, and last minute deadline is June 15th. So you want to get in before those because they get more expensive each deadline. Do I have any resources on how to turn short stories into scripts? I'd love to give this a go. I mean, I can do a shameless plug. You could read the best-selling book, The Guide for Every Screenwriter, which is my book, and it walks you through how to expand your story into a feature screenplay. So I would say try reading that. Does the genre matter? Absolutely not. Any genre is accepted. This is not a genre-specific contest. This is about the best story. Story is what matters. It's weighed quite heavily on top of course, everything else. Let's see. We are not on Film Freeway. It's a great question. We are exclusively on Coverfly. We were on Film Freeway for the first few years. I wasn't happy. I really love what Coverfly does. I love the red list and the exposure that they give their members. And that's what we're about, getting you industry exposure. So we're only on Coverfly. So there will be no submitting on Film Freeway. You can submit directly on Coverfly. If you have any issues, you go to scriptsummit.com, and I have a link on scriptsummit.com which will shoot you right over to Coverfly. Okay. We don't take films, we take screenplays, shorts, TV pilot scripts, and feature scripts. We do not accept full films. So just keep that in mind. Okay, let's see. Sure, you guys want the link? I'll put the link right here for you. That is not a problem. Let me pull it up. Please be patient. Thank you. You're gonna make me type it in. Bink. All right, here you go, right in the chat. That is the link. I'm going to pin it for you so you guys, everybody can see it. See if there are any. Oh, yeah, happy to help. Any other questions? So one thing I would say, we get a lot of international writers that submit to the contest, and there's absolutely no problem with that. I would just say don't use Google Translate because it's not as good as you think it is. If our judges flag it, and if it's really bad, we just eliminate it from the contest and give you a refund. So don't use Google Translate on your scripts and then send it in and hope that it's going to do well, because it will not do well. I just really want you guys to know that, because it's happened a few times and I always feel bad. Harrison asked, do we give feedback? We do. We offer feedback, but it is a special extra upcharge. So off the base submission, you do not get feedback. If you want feedback, it's something you have to upcharge with. It literally says shorts with feedback or features and TV pilots with feedback. It is a bit more expensive. So the prize is exposure. The number one prize, I can go for you. We offer industry exposure. Winning scripts will be read by Hollywood producers and directors. The winners also get an Inktip Pro membership, which is pretty awesome, and Writer Duet screenwriting software for free, which is actually what I use. And then you get to pitch your script on our podcast. You get to come on our podcast with your very own episode and pitch your script to our audience, just worldwide. Any other questions? Well, I'm not seeing anything else from any of the other streaming channels on here. So I want to thank everybody for their time, and click that link and go to scriptsummit.com. You can always shoot me an email at info@scriptsummit.com, and if you have any questions for me. Also look into the in the spotlight blog posts, because they are pretty awesome and they help get you that extra exposure. And that's it. You guys have a good one.